Hi there, friends, family, etc. I was just riding home from work today and just thinking, coming from third shift, I have a lot to think about, an hour ride home, whatever. And I was thinking about the job I was coming home from. And, I'm really, really lucky to have this job. I'm really excited to have this job. Not too long ago, I was working at a nursing home, and there's a lot of nice people there, but it was really, really stressful, and I was really just tired of it. And I was looking for something different. At first, I was wanting to go ahead and try to apply over at St. Joe's, and I applied there. I even got a phone interview there, and I pretty much blew the phone interview. It sucked. But, anyhow, I waited a week thinking, maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. It was. They never called me back. So, after a week or so of not hearing anything from them, I figured I'll just apply to another hospital. Why not? I mean, it couldn't be any worse, so I went ahead and applied to Central Baptist now, Baptist Health, and I applied Sunday night. And Tuesday morning, I got a call saying, "Hey, can you come in for an interview?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, great, I'd love to." And, went in, I want to say it was the next week or so to do the interview, and so nervous, and I was excited at the same time, but, I prayed a lot about it. I was looking for something different. Where was I? I had to give the computer to the kid. Oh yeah, I was praying about the interview. And, it comes the day for the interview. And normally, when it comes to things like that, I'm just nervous. I mess it up big time, every time. Just because I think about it too much. Most of you probably do the same thing. And, but I felt a peace in my heart that day. And it was like God was holding my hand saying, "I got you. You've got this. You can do this. This is for you." And so I went in, and the same day that I went, they're like, "We think you'd be a good fit. You're hired." I was like, "No, for real?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're hired." I was like, "Well, that's awesome." So, I was thinking, this is great. And then I go in, and they tell me that I'll be making maybe $2 more an hour than what I was currently making. Not only that, I would be going from 4 days a week to 3 days a week. So I'll have more time with my kids. And it just keeps sounding better and better and better. I was like, this is too good to be true. It's not going to work. Something is going to go wrong. I'm going to get in there and I'm going to hate it. And so, typical pessimistic thinking. But I go to orientation, and they start describing the community that they have where they work. And it's a community about excellence, and it's a community about love and about Christian fellowship. And I'm like, this is way too good to be true. There's no way that this is going to work out. But, cross my fingers, hope for the best. But, it comes to the last day of orientation, and the next week I'll be starting actual work. And I get there, and I meet Amla, very nice, wonderful lady. She's the person who's training me right now. But since I've been there, alright, back again. And I think I left off at since I've been there. Anyhow, since I've been there, I've met a lot of people besides Amla. And pretty much everybody that I've met, they've just been really nice, warm, genuine people. And the job, it's so much easier on my back, first of all, and I like the patients that I'm dealing with. They're all very nice. I mean, you know, you have your occasional bad apple, but of course people have bad days. It might not be bad apples per se, but I love it. And I was sitting talking to Amla while we were charting one day, and I was like, so do they just hire people on a whim a lot around here? And she starts laughing. She's like, no, they never hire people on a whim around here. They have thousands of applications coming in every month. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah. I was like, then how did I get hired? And how did I get hired so fast? And she's like, well, I guess that she just thought you're a good fit. And, you know, I've been thinking about that a lot since then. And, you know, I don't know that it's so much that it was a good fit as it was that, you know, God knew I was kind of going through a rough time. And I needed a bit of a break. And I prayed about it, as I told you before. I prayed about it a lot. A lot of times I suffer from depression, and I have just a hard time dealing with the day-to-day things. And going to the work that I was going to, I was even more stressed out than normal, and I was more depressed than normal. And God saw that. He saw how just miserable I was feeling, and He took me by the hand and He said, I'm going to make it better for you. And He did do that. And it's not the first time that He's done that for me. And every time that I feel my faith starting to slip, He gives me something else to let me know that He's still there. He's still watching out for me. And I guess the thing that I want to bring across is that no matter how bad it seems at the time, how rough life seems at the time, that God's always there, and He's always got your back, even when it feels like nobody else does. I mean, even if other people do, and it feels like nobody else does, God's still there, and He still loves you. Yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say.